So in this tutorial, we're learning all about chance or probability. So there are many different events in everyday life that involve chance or involve probability. So we can look at certain things and go, oh, that's a 50-50 chance, flicking a coin. Or what is the chance that's going to be perfect weather tomorrow? Or very cold weather tomorrow? Is it a high chance, is it a low chance? So these are some of the terms and the way we talk when we're looking at different events taking place. So we can look at different experiments with chance. We can look at what's the probability of going on a holiday when it comes to school holidays. What's the probability of a sport team doing well on the weekend? Or what is the probability of there being sunny weather in summer? When we're talking about different events and their chance of happening or probability of happening, we can actually look at this scale here, which is very useful. We can look at things and go, well, there's an absolute there's a certainty that an event is going to take place. Or is it 50-50? If we're flipping a coin, for example, there are two possible outcomes. Or if it's absolutely perceived as being impossible, an event. And then in between, as you can see here, we've got highly unlikely, unlikely, equal chance, then we've got likely, highly likely. And then we have, as you can see here, fractions and whole numbers associated with these chances or probabilities. So if an event is sort of scored as 1 or 100%, okay, well, it's absolutely certain. Or maybe it has 3/4 chance, 75% chance of happening. If it's 50-50, well, it's precisely that. There's half a chance, 50% chance of something happening. So here we can look at some real examples, and we can look at the probability ranging from being absolutely impossible, 0, to certain that something's going to happen, and it can be a score of 1 or 100%. So if we look at the first one here, it will snow in Darwin this summer. Well, we know that we live in Australia, so we know that Darwin is at the top of Australia, and it gets very hot. Quite hot in the summer, very hot in the summer, and quite hot in the winter as well. However, if we're thinking about probability of it being 0% up to 100%, well, we can't discount it altogether. It's extremely unlikely, highly unlikely, but we can't say it's absolutely impossible because you never know. So that's where we are probably the best place to put it will snow in Darwin this summer. If I toss a coin, then it will land on heads. Well, there's two options available here. It could be heads or tails. So it's a 50% chance of happening, equal chance, so it goes right in the middle. This one, if I roll a 6-sided die, it will be an even or odd number. So be careful with this one that you don't just put it straight in the middle. If it's an even or odd number, well, it's a 100% chance of being an even or odd. There's no other option there. It's even or an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so therefore it's a certainty that if you roll a 6-sided die, it will either be an even or an odd number. Next one here, I will score well on my next test. We haven't got any further information with this one, so there could be some difference in opinions if different people were putting this on their sheet. But I will score generally if you're thinking I'm paying attention, I'm focusing well in class, well, hopefully that's likely or even highly likely to be the case. Or if you know you haven't been concentrating too well and you haven't done any homework and you haven't paid attention in class, well then maybe it could be quite unlikely. But I think I'll put it here for the moment. Our soccer team will score at least 1 goal in the game tomorrow. Again, there's not too much extra information provided here, but generally we're thinking of a game of soccer and we're thinking that goals do get scored. So I'd say if it's a reasonably decent team, well, let's say it is reasonably likely that there will be at least 1 goal scored in the game tomorrow.